Hey y'all, peace and love, Tiara Shardé here. It is time for the divine message for the collective. Come on in the building. I hope all is well and you're having a fabulous day thus far. Just gonna take a moment and do what I gotta do over here. Peace and love, peace and love. So we have a great video for this week. This message is from the 9th to the 15th, I believe. But energy is fluid, so take what resonates. This could move around. This could have happened previously. It could be happening right now or will happen in the future, or it may not resonate with you. So definitely take what vibes with you. Leave the rest. That belongs to somebody else. Okay, you guys? Welcome, welcome. All right, so, hey, how y'all doing? Peace and love. Welcome, welcome. So, if you guys are in need of a reading, a spiritual bath, a cleanse, chakra balancing, or realignment, if you're in need of a manifestation ritual, yoni steams, one-on-one sessions, relocations. Many of you guys know I spent a couple years in Costa Rica, so I help people move out there and travel with their families and friends. So if you are in need of any of those services and more, go to tiarashardé.com and schedule a private session with me, okay, you guys? Every single Monday, I teach a spiritual wellness workshop here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So make sure you're coming out at 7 to 9. We're still tuned into sacred sexuality, so make sure you're tapping into that. If you don't know what it is, it's definitely worth a Google or Wikipedia or whatever it is, dictionary.com, so you guys could get familiar with that. This topic, sacred sexuality, definitely relates to us all, so it's worth gaining some information, okay? Is that all the announcements? September 22nd in Harlem. I will be there. I will be speaking. I'll drop more details on the location so you could come check me out. We're talking about honoring the divine feminine and this woman of color honoring our femininity, which is very, very important. We're not often talked about that. We're not often taught that, in education or growing up. I grew up very Christian. It wasn't told, womanhood and femininity and sexuality wasn't told in a way that was highly healing and beneficial for me. So it's a part of what I teach now to women as well as men, young girls. So come check me out September 22nd in Harlem, okay? I think that's all the announcements, so I'm gonna hop right into it. I named this video, Roll Up Your Sleeves. I feel like many of you are going to receive information that, or knowledge, or there's news has been received that you're not really, I don't know. I just feel like it's a challenge. I feel like you're running into a challenge with some sort of connection or communication. This could be a text, phone call. It could be something that's overseas. It could be something that, I don't know, maybe it's some knowledge that you heard, you read about, and it's really causing you to be like, what is going on? Or maybe I need to figure some things out. Maybe you are needing to put things in perspective, and there was just some sort of friction or challenge to get you to realize a certain thing. I feel like that maybe could have happened to some of you guys. If this is love related, say, your partner told you that they were upset with you. I don't know. Make sure you apply it to your situation. This doesn't have to be exactly how I say it because there's so many of you. This is the message for the collective. So that's like thousands of people that could be tapping into this energy. Okay. I hope that was clear. So there's that challenge there. There's some friction. There's a lot of people who are privy to your growth and development, or maybe you're privy to theirs. And it's presenting a challenge, like the knowledge or the growth that is being gained. Maybe it's needing a certain type of care. I don't know where that came from, but I don't know. Maybe it's a sensitive time for some people. Maybe you're shifting. We've definitely been talking about that quite a bit. Maybe you're shifting into the person who you want to be, who you really truly have been hoping to become. And it's just, you're not really, you don't feel like you're on solid ground. Maybe you're needing to gain a mentor or some sort of counselor, some spiritual practitioner that can help you kind of get things into perspective. Okay. You have a chance, to move forward. You have a chance for abundance and move towards the things that you've been wanting to create and wanting to build. Okay? I feel like some of you may not see opportunities right now. Maybe you've been going through some things. Hey, y'all who just joined in, how you doing? Maybe you've been going through some things and you're just not able to see an opportunity for what it is right now. And I feel like for many of you, that's just the times that we're moving into. Hey, peace and love, sis, how you doing? I feel like maybe that's just the times that we're moving into where things are kind of not quite clear. Maybe the divine isn't, pardon me. Maybe the divine isn't revealing certain things to you right now. And you're kind of sketchy about it. You're not quite sure. There's a need to be grounded. There's a need to realign whatever you can, whatever really makes you feel good and gives you focus. I always recommend getting out into nature. That's like the number one thing for me. I need to be out in nature so that I can recharge. So many of you need your bare feet to the ground. You need to sit in grass, on a blanket. While summer's still here for many of us on the East Coast, while it's still warm outside, get to the beach, okay? Get some sunshine. That's a great way to center your energy and stay grounded. Ask the earth to transmute some energy for you. Help you transmute energy. If you're confused, ask the earth to take your confusion and replenish it with clarity. I feel like that will be highly beneficial for many of you. Some of you are refusing to change. You're resisting change, and it's only causing your situation to build, to escalate, to shift into something more uncomfortable, something a little more unsatisfactory. But it's only because, you may feel like, man, it's one thing on top of the other. It's getting worse and worse. But really, it's because you've been resisting the first signs that something needed to change within you or a situation or with other people, your relationship to them, business, family, romance, whatever this is. This could be an addiction as well. We talk about that quite a bit on the class. We're all human. I'm in class as well as in these videos. We're all human. Well, most of us. So, we go through these things where sometimes we need realignment. A lot of things go on. A lot of lessons come up. A lot of karmic ties come into our awareness. Hey, peace and love, sis. How you doing? And y'all who just joined in, how y'all doing? And there's a need to recalibrate. So I feel like somebody may be resisting change, either you or somebody else. This could be with a situation. This could be in a relationship, work. For a certain group of you guys who are refusing to move forward and change, it's like, it's like a piece of the plant just blew across the floor. You know how you collect the dried up leaves? And I was just like, what's that? But I'll get that later. So yeah, I feel like for the group of you who are resisting change, things are going to intensify because you're resisting. It's like running out of gas. You're gonna keep driving, and your car's gonna be like, okay, we need gas. Look, we really need gas now. Okay, we've been telling you for the past mile, but okay, we went another mile and a half. We really need gas. It's like your journey is gonna escalate in that way. Your relationship is gonna escalate in that way, where now you guys must communicate, or somebody's gonna flip out, where the tension has gotten so thick that things need to be addressed. And if this is an individual thing, this just could be you're really not willing to overcome the everyday challenges or the spiritual challenges that are required of you. Say you wanted to accomplish something in your life. Say you wanted growth, you wanted to move forward in your life. But things are coming about, change is coming about, but you're not subscribing to that change because you're just either you're fearful or you're lazy. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know all of y'all lives. I'm just throwing things out there. This could be different for different people, but maybe you're scared, maybe you're lazy, maybe you feel like you can't do it. Maybe you're wondering how you're gonna let certain people go, because letting certain people go is also a requirement here. We've been saying this over the past, I don't know, year, but more recently, these past 2 or 3 videos. So the link to my YouTube channel is in the little comment section there. Make sure you go there to watch the videos before this, because they may also resonate to your story. Okay. Somebody resisting change. So it's like an outcome kind of advice or kind of clarity into whatever situation you're dealing with is definitely relinquish control. Okay, that was the first thing that came to my mind, so I'm just gonna go with that. Relinquish control. Go with the flow. Stop trying to nitpick yourself, someone else, a situation. Stop trying to tweak it, like over analyze, over mess with it. Stop doing that. That's the first advice. You really kind of gotta surrender. Whoever resonates with this, you gotta let go. You gotta surrender, and don't just sit back idly. Okay. However, don't just force yourself into things. Don't force a relationship. Don't force a connection. Don't force anything in this time and space, because that's going to create more resistance. And in order to change here, for whoever resonates with this, it's requiring more surrender than passionate action and stuff. Okay. I hope I'm clear. What is required, like I said, is for you to surrender. Just recognize the situation for what it is. Take responsibility for the situation that you're in. Like, really see yourself for who you truly are, how you could have contributed to something. Maybe you weren't setting healthy boundaries. Maybe you got a little attitude and then things escalated. It wasn't the other way around. Like, maybe you need to take responsibility for where you are. And then move forward in the way that really feels healthy and balanced for you. Like I said, one of the first steps for many of us, is to meditate, ground, get centered, take deep breaths. I'm noticing that throughout my day. Like I remind myself, oh wow, like I haven't taken a really good deep breath. So that's great advice for me. Take deep breaths, take spiritual baths, hang out with people who are in alignment with you, but also who you want to be. So this could be your mentor, your counselor, your spiritual practitioner, your auntie, your cousin, your uncle. I always say this, like the dude at the bodega, like it doesn't matter, like who can give you insight and clarity and like encourage you to do more and be better. Definitely surround yourself with as many people as you can who are like that as you can. For some of you, if you push too much right now, wow, these messages don't often come through as warnings, but there's some sort of need for some of you to pay attention to this. Try not to over assert yourself right now. Whatever your intentions may be, you could have the best of intentions, and I feel like most of you do. However, well, some of you, as I said that, something in me was like, some of y'all need to really clean up how you've been acting. Oh, whew, okay, that just went heavy. Okay, all right, y'all gonna bring me there? All right. Some of y'all need to clean up your act. Some of you have been throwing your weight around, or your anger, your pain, your trauma. You've been throwing it around. Ooh. Okay, that's not what you're wanting to do right now. Halt. Completely stop, drop what you're doing. Stop, drop, and roll. Like, whoever is going through something, guilt, shame, pain, trauma, anger, I feel you. For many of you, you have so much to feel this way about. You have so much to be angry about. You've experienced real shit. I get it. However, it's imperative that you seek help right now and not take any of that on anybody around you. Not even yourself, especially not yourself. Because what I'm feeling is it's not gonna grant you the outcome that you really want for yourself. Okay, let's be clear about that. It's not what you want. I feel like it's not what you want. Like you have such, you have such a yearning for something else. And you're gonna have to take hold of how you've been behaving. Man, hey, peace and love those who just joined in. You're gonna have to take full responsibility for how you've been behaving, the situation as it is, and then move forward. Okay. But treat people and yourself with love right now. Okay, it's like something. I just wanted to say the divine is watching. The divine is always watching. Spirit is always watching. But for some reason, I've needed to say the divine is watching. So I feel like maybe some of you guys, what you're moving into, your behavior, how you conduct yourself right now in this time and space is very important. Maybe your blessing, your gift, your abundance is like right there. It's like right there. But as soon as you pop off on somebody and it's not their fault and they didn't deserve it, it's going to be like, all right, nah. Things are going to pause. That's what I'm feeling. Things are going to pause for you. You're going to mourn that pause. You're going to mourn that delay. So walk in alignment. Not behave yourself just because you want gifts in abundance. Like, for some reason, I need to be clear with that. Dang, like, they not playing for many of us. This message is not playing. Don't conduct yourself accordingly because you know you're going to get good shit. Conduct yourself accordingly because it's actually a requirement of your path, of your soul's purpose, for you to push through the things that you're going through or that you're coming up against. And in many ways, surrender to the things that you're coming up against. Okay, you have to, for many of you, you have to tap into your intuition and your spirit team. Somebody hasn't been tapping into the spirit team. Like, I feel like they going ham right now. Like, what I'm feeling is like, it's almost like a chastisement. Like it's like we're being chastised a little bit, but with so much love and transparency. It's like you can't get upset. You can't get defensive with that. It's like, oh, okay, like, I'll do better. Like, I got you. Like, you're right. I've been cut it up. Like, you're right. I was tripping. All right. So get your act together. Like, again, I titled this video, Roll Up Your Sleeves. Because there's going to be a little heavy lifting. And in heavy lifting, I mean for you to pull out that strength that's inside of you. Some of you only have a little bit more to go to really get a good footing on where you want to be. I don't know why I needed to do that, but I feel like that. I'm so dramatic sometimes, y'all. Y'all already know me by now. So for you to get a good footing on where you're wanting to go, all right, that's done. That's gone. Pay attention to the spiritual guidance you've been getting. Hey, y'all who just joined, how you doing? Pay attention to the spiritual information and insight that you've been getting. Pay attention to your dreams. Write down your dreams. Journal. Document your days. Some of you are experiencing everyday miracles, but you're not quite noticing, or you're not like really believing that this is happening. It's really happening. Many of you are manifesting like this. You know, be mindful of what you're manifesting. What's your intention? Because some manifestations come up a little funky. Just be clear on your intentions. Just, write them down. When these moons come about, the full moon, make sure you're very clear. Okay? Very clear on what you want to release and address. All right. Okay. So I think that is the general message. So we're gonna get into our Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. We're kind of low today, okay? You guys can see everything. Alright, so many of you know the drill. I already meditate over the cards and set my intention for peace, love, balance, harmony, clarity. Everything in alignment with all of that good stuff. Alright, that's the only thing that's allowed in this circle here that we have going on. Oh, also, look at all this peace. This is my brand, as well as Ascension is the motive. So make sure you're going to, that you're coming to me, that you can email me, you can DM me, and get this sweatshirt as well as t-shirts in black as well as burgundy, like maroon, like my lip color. So t-shirts as well as sweatshirts. On the bottom is joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. I always like to look at the bottom of the deck. It's like behind the curtains. The card that did fall out is Vast Vistas. Expand your horizons. Expand your horizons. So let's see what it says, okay? I love this card. Somebody needs to think big. Somebody needs to believe. Oh, Vast Vista, excuse me. I feel like I see that card so much. Did this come up for us before, you guys? It may have. Vast vistas. Expand your horizons. See the world around you in new ways. This is not a time to think small. It's an exciting time for you. You may find travel or new adventures in your future. Think outside the box. Ideas and projects that you've been contemplating are now moving toward manifestation. Unconventional relationships may flourish. Take time to nurture your dreams, for big changes are ahead. Ooh, big change. As this traveler steps out of the woods, the pathway winds up to a high point with a vast vista. The traveler can see in all directions and knows that all things are possible. New and wondrous paths are ahead. The traveler can choose any direction to journey and get ready for a joyous, expansive sojourn. Take deep and full breaths. Wow. Each breath affirms that you are in an expansive phase of life. We literally just started. All right. We literally just said, take deep breaths. So now we have our Romance Angels Oracle card. Okay. Again, that was a Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. I hope that resonated with somebody and you got something out of that message, okay? Hey, y'all who just joined in, how you doing? Peace and love. So this is Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. However, it doesn't have to be romantic. Like, this could be your family life, your platonic relationships, your business partnerships, any type of union like that. It doesn't have to be, a love card. But for some of you, it is. So I really want you guys to make sure you only accept what resonates with you. This goes for, everything in life. Don't force anything at all. Okay. Let me get some water. Okay. How y'all doing? I don't know why I just smiled. I feel really good, you guys. I do. A lot of changing, a lot shifting, and not quite knowing exactly what's going to come up, but having a kind of blueprint on what I'm looking for, a kind of outline, and then just let the universe kind of fill in the blank. It's a mixture of surrender and drive to accomplish goals that I've set for myself, but definitely a lot of flow and surrender. Wow, this is amazing. Because when I was pre-shuffling this deck, the Romance Angel deck, this was one of the cards. So this is the card that flew up, but let's just take a look at the bottom card. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So some of y'all are running into a situation like that. Like I was saying, maybe there's a change in that you need to let someone or something go. Many of you are moving. Many of you will be moving. out of town, out of state, out of the country. Where are you going? So definitely maybe there was a love connection that didn't really develop. Maybe there wasn't a proper exchange of energy or whatever the case. But the card that did come out is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Ooh. That's nice. Hey, y'all who just joined in. All right, let's look at what this card means. Let's see. So worth waiting for. Your soulmate relationship requires patience, as there are many factors involved. And remind you, this could be romantic, platonic, family, or work-related. Okay, so take what vibes with you. So your soulmate's free will. Again, sorry. But soulmate could be a love interest. It could also be a sibling. It could be a best friend. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Okay, so all right. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond your or the angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Okay? Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. We just talked about the flow. We just talked about the flow. I get so happy, you guys, when these messages line up, even in my personal life for clients' readings. It brings me so much joy because it's like confirmation. Like I told y'all, like we knew it. Like many of us, we know what's going on. We receive these divine messages all the time. It's just many of us need confirmation, and oracle cards like this actually help us so much. So, okay. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, oh my goodness, stop. Sorry, this is just hitting too real right now. Because if we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Summarily, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate? We put worry energy out into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog leading you along the path of answered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust in the timing of the relationship. Baby. That was delightful, okay? So you had vast vistas, expand your horizons, and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play in your love life. Yes. And look, both of these cards are in nature. Like I said, many of you, nature is a requirement. Get outside. Put some plants in your house. All right? Like, get out in the sunshine. Eat some fruit. Okay? Eat some vegetables. Eat some root vegetables. Get you some sweet potatoes or some yams and stuff. Some beets. Somebody needs to connect to the earth in a major way right now. So make sure you're doing that, okay? So that is your divine message for the collective for September 9th to the 15th. So, many of you may not know, and of course you wouldn't know because I don't announce it, so only my little private circle knows about it. But September is my birthday month. I am a Libra. My birthday is September 26th. Stay on the lookout. I'll be posting some stuff about my birthday. I don't often share it with the public on social media. I just kind of low-key spend time with family and friends and with myself. Sometimes I take spa days. But, I decided to share it with y'all. Y'all been a homie for the past 2 years. 2 or 3 years, y'all been rocking with me on my social media platforms and my YouTube channel. So, y'all can celebrate my birthday with me. Also, I love I love Halloween. So stay tuned for Halloween videos and information. I really love dressing up. I've always been deeply, deeply spiritually connected. So I've always understood the veil, the how the seasonal shifts actually bring in more spiritual connections and mystical, magical events. So celebrate this fall season with me, y'all. And if any of you are so inclined, you can definitely give me a birthday present, okay? However you choose to do that. I appreciate your energy and your love. You can DM me, send me an email, check out my website, tiarashardé.com. Hey, peace and love, sis. How you doing? Make sure you play this video back, okay? I gotta go. But you guys, this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Tiara Shardé. The link is in the description. Make sure you're subscribing so you know when I'm posting a new video. Hey, love. Thanks for the love. So you know when I'm posting a new video. And hopefully I'll see you in Bridgeport, Connecticut, or a town near you. You never know, right? All right. Peace and love. Have a great day. Mwah.